Hey guys, Sonance here, back with another video. So lately, we got a lot of questions to make a tutorial about mastering. So in today's video, we're gonna turn this into this. So in today's video, I will give you the complete mastering guide for house music, for genres as deep house, tech house, slap house. This formula works for all those genres. First, we need to set ourselves a goal for our mastering. Our goal is to bump up the loudness, to really spread out the frequencies, to bring out the drums, and of course to bring out the bass. There's one big disclaimer though. Of course, your mixing has to be on point to get a great master, because you can't polish a third. So without further ado, let's straight dive into FL Studio. So first I want to compress the mid-end. We're gonna use the multiband compressor for this part and select the mid-end. Just around here. Then just adjust the threshold. We're gonna go for quite a fast attack. Medium release. And bump up the output a little bit, because we reduced our frequencies. So without and with it, things make just a subtle difference. So in the track it sounds like this. Without it, it sounds like this. And with it, I think it just adds a little bit of spark to the drums. Now we're gonna color the drums a little bit more with the saturation. We're gonna focus on the high end. Just bring it. Just bump out the bands a little bit. And color it with a distortion. So without and with it. Again, just adding a little bit to the high end, because it's quite a bass driven track. We just added a little bit of bounce to the drums, so now it's time to focus on the low end. First I added this Maximus multiband compressor. So what we're gonna do is compress the low end quite a bit compared to the other bands, so the low end will stand out a little bit more. We're gonna solo the low end and tweak the pre and post gain. So first bump up the pre gain to around here. And drag back the post a little bit. Just like this. Now we're gonna focus on the mid end. We're gonna do basically the same. So bump up the pre gain to around here. And drag back the post a little bit. We're gonna tweak the sustain a little bit as well. We're gonna make it really short. And do the same for the high end. And then just switch out the compressor on the master. That's it for the multiband compression. Without, it sounds like this. And with it, it sounds like this. So we brought out the mids, we compressed the low end with a fair amount. So now it's time to reshape the frequencies, because we did all the coloring we want to do on the master channel. So now it's time to just get the frequencies right. So we're gonna use the tonal balance by Isotope. So we're gonna do some referencing on our master. It's really important to compare your own masters to professional tracks. With the tonal balance you can just load in other tracks. Like for example, I loaded in a selected track. And it just shows you the volumes of the low end, the low mid, the high mid, and the high end, to compare your own master to professional tracks. So let's see how our track is performing compared to a selected style track. as you can see, the low end is a little bit too loud and the high end is lacking. I think we're gonna fix it with some EQing, so I loaded up this waves EQ with a high frequency mid and low and just tweak it so it will fit the boxes. First we need to dip between 40 and 200, so set it to 100, dip it by 40 B, then bump up the high end above 10k. Just like this. We're gonna bump it up by around 4 decibels. I made it a little bit too loud right now, so let's see what this will do. The high mids are a little bit too loud as well, so we're gonna fix that afterwards with another EQing. First, we need to bump up the low mids a little bit as well, so between 300 and 2k. So let's see what a little 800 Hz boost will do. A little bit too much. Around here sounds perfect. I think we need to switch the border of the saturation as well, so just drag it a little bit more towards the high end. I think we went a little bit too hard on the Maximus as well, so drag back the pre-gain a little bit because the mix is just a little over compressed. Yeah, that's already sounds a little bit better. I think we're gonna keep it like this. There's only one little thing I want to fix first. So I think the clap is a little bit too loud in the mixing of the track. So we're gonna fix that in the mastering. Just this part. It really causes the track to clip a little bit, so just gonna dip it a little bit. Yeah, I think that sounds way better already. Dope. So now we're gonna focus on the stereo imaging. Just load up this monoband imager by Ozone. Of course we need to make the low end mono. As you can see, it's quite compact, it's quite mono-ish, so we're gonna open up the mix a little bit more by bumping up the band. Like this. Same for the high end. Just opens up the track a little bit more. So that's it for the stereo imaging. Right now we only need to focus on the loudness of the track, so we're gonna use a soft clipper for that. I'm gonna use the infected mushroom pusher and just push it with a clip mode on. Besides that, I'm gonna load up another Ozone to check the loudness of the track. Just open up a random Ozone, disable the plugin. We're only gonna check the RMS meter. So right now it sits around -10 dB loudness. We're gonna aim for the -6. So just push it to just around here. I think just around here sounds perfect because otherwise it will get way too squashed. We're already pushing it to the edge for the clippings. So I think that's how you master a house track. So we took it from this to this. And I think it turned out really dope. So let me know in the comments what you think about it. Besides that, hit the subscribe button Like the video if you like the video, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.